misogynists are going to eat me up for saying this, but I feel like one of the most empowering things a woman can do is be a single mother. Aside from being child-free and never marrying, and the woman who lives a life of leisure while she's married and still remains child-free, I feel like third place definitely goes to single moms, but society loves to bash women with kids so much that y'all don't want to admit it. There is nothing like a one and done mom or a woman with 2 kids tops who has her own financial income, her own financial freedom, and she's thriving in life still with her autonomy. There's nothing like it. I don't care what y'all say. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I feel like the women who remain child-free and never marry, they are definitely top place. And then second place definitely goes to the women who play the game, still get married, live a life of leisure, and remain child-free. I mean, that's perfect. But we're not gonna leave the single women out here who are one and done, who go and get their own money, they still have their autonomy, and they still get to experience motherhood, because there are some women who genuinely want to just have kids, and y'all can't bash them for that. You know what I'm saying? Women who seriously still just want to have a baby, they want to experience motherhood, we can't bash them for that. And I feel like that's why I'm always telling women to just go get a donor. If you genuinely want children and you want to experience motherhood, go get a donor. But I always have to remember that me personally, I do not aspire to co-parent in any capacity, not even in the healthiest marriage. I do not want to co-parent. I don't want to share a kid with a man. That's just me though. But I highly recommend women start to get donors more when they genuinely want to be a parent. And I feel like it's the most empowering thing that women can do. Single mom by choice with a donor.
All right, man. I don't even like doing YouTube videos on this channel on the road, but we on the road, and I had this to talk about, so it's the only thing to talk about at this point. So you seen the single mother talking about that's one of the more empowering things you can be as a woman. You get a sperm donor, and this is when they say the men are the problem. So women know this. They don't want to admit it because they know they don't want to take accountability. Most women know women like this. They heard about women, some of their friends like this. I told y'all, a lot of these single mothers be single mothers by choice. So you really have a lot of misandrists, and then you got a lot of women that want to be professional victims. And being a professional victim is, being in a situation where people feel sorry for you, where you can complain, but you don't want to get out of the situation. You don't want help. I've seen women do this my whole life. They don't want help. They just want to complain. Them the women you got to leave alone. Even if it's on your own mother or sister, they will drag you to hell. So you got to watch out for women like that who can constantly complain about a problem but don't want a solution. It's a big red flag. And I ain't going to go too deep on that. But then you got the misandrists who hate man, who know they need man. You know what I'm saying? They hate them, but just really want a baby out of them, and then they want to take the baby and run off from the guy. They just want the baby, and I agree with her. Go get a sperm donor then. Y'all thought Ebony K was the only woman talking about get a sperm donor and all that type of stuff. And remember we talked about the chick on Saturday, and the black woman in Thailand that went to Thailand and left her daughter in Arkansas, and went to Thailand and became a single mother. They choose to be single mothers by choice. I'm telling you that. They choose that. They choose that route. She's telling you, I'm empowered, and it's no different than what they do in the society. All the things we grew up with that was considered lame, wearing purses, tight-ass pants, painting your fingernails that would have got you beat up every day at school. It's just, women think the same way. It's not empowering that you're a single mother. You did it on your own. Look at what you're depriving your kids of. You're depriving your kids of a healthy balance. And they go around and they talk about, well, these men don't stick around. These men aren't men anymore. But your agenda was to run them off. Why do you think so many these couples have a baby and then the woman starts tweaking? It's by design. It ain't nothing done. It ain't got nothing to do with postpartum. That shit been around forever. It has nothing to do with postpartum. What it has to do is they don't want to. They don't like men. They will play this role and they really hate your guts, but they really want to get a baby and some passive income out of your ass. That's all it is. I done seen this trick been pulled on so many dudes, bro. You know, but black women can't hide it though. Y'all just be so in love with the bitch. Excuse my language. But black women can't hide it. They are who they are. They are who they are. Y'all just don't pay attention to the signs. White women can play it until their kids graduate. You find out. Remember that white judge found out that his kids wasn't his? Nigga was like 80 years old, found out his sons wasn't even his sons. Wow, right? Wow. So what are these damn accidents? So black women let you know. That's one thing I like about black women, and it's not by design. They let you know where you stand when you talk to them. Their attitude tell you everything to them. They'll be a piece of shit to everybody else, but they'll be sweet to you. Their attitude, most women's attitude, let you know where you stand with them at. Y'all think all women just mean by nature. No, they just mean because they don't like you, ninja. They just combative and they want to go back and forth with you because they don't like you. And it goes for me, some of the cases. But they choose single motherhood, and then they blame men. Because I'm telling you, if she ain't complaining, she ain't happy. I'm telling you. You hear women say, you a good man. Oh, just be, like, she's going to fuck you over, bro. She's going to mess you over. They leave good men fast. Most of these women who are effed up, they leave good men fast. They leave them fast. And you know how I hear a woman say, you a good man, especially if she an older woman or over 30. I already know it's about to be a wrap. Alright, I'm telling you. So when they go out here and they try to make like black men be creating all these babies, no. A woman, no, you know, the woman is control of that. It's contraception, whatever you want to call it, condoms, all under that Plan B. They know how to get pregnant. Remember, Jeannie Ma was with her husband all that time, left, and then instantly got pregnant by Jeezy. And she had to be over 35, 40-ish. You know, she just didn't like her husband like that. She ain't like his genetics. He moved on to find another woman who loved his genetics and started a family. Best thing he did was get away from that woman. You know? So, like I said, y'all be blaming black men, but it's the average woman. I seen this happen in real life. This is how the average woman think. I ain't gonna say the average woman. This is how a lot of women think. Let me get the baby. It ain't get the baby and make them stay. No. As soon as they get that baby, even when they start finding out they're pregnant, it's the countdown to when most women trying to get rid of you. Especially in the black community, they don't value no family. You don't have family reunions no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't care nothing about the family. The mama sleeping with her boyfriend. The sisters and them all sharing niggas and shit. We already know what it is. They don't value family to begin with. They just got the baby so they won't be bored. The baby is who they can control and tell what to do and turn into a baby misandrist or turn the boy into a Backdoria Rainbow Gang guy. That's what they do. That's what they do. Then she'll start dating again, and all the good candidates that's supposed to, she'll run them off. They don't want to be under your leadership. They don't want to be under your structure. They want to be able to do what they want to do and be in victimhood and cry. She's very indicative of that in that video. She don't care about her kids. She cared about her kids. She'll care about her kids having two parents in the household. She says she don't even want to co-parent in the same house as a man. That's a woman that hate a man. And don't believe all this show. I hate a man because I had bad experience with men. You know how many women I went to school with who are more vicious on the women than the boys ever were? So, in my opinion, that's no excuse. Well, girls is beating up girls in school and calling them all types of skin color and talking about you bald headed. The ugly girls is fighting the pretty girls, the pretty light skinned girls and the pretty girls in general because they was pretty and they low key had a crush on them. Like, no, the girls was more vicious on the girls than the guys was. I remember, man, I was in middle school, and these girls got into it. I don't know what they got into it about. I wasn't even in my lane. And I'm walking. It's the beginning of the school day for sure. Beginning of school day. This girl hit this girl, put a sock in the lock, and clocked this girl with a sock in the lock. I mean, we didn't even get the first hour yet. So I seen that. You know what I'm saying? These women was way more vicious on these other girls than the boys was. How they make us, oh man, boys called me ugly. Man, kids can be cruel, but majority of guys ain't moving like that. Women be the ones calling them ugly and fat, and then when they fall out. Men don't even operate like that. They hatred for men that comes from an inferior. They feel like they have an inferior complex. They feel like they're inferior to men. And that's one thing I look at. I look at people. They have an issue with. They always want to. I hate people that look at it. They always look at where they're lacking at, but they never appreciate the gifts that God gave them. Never do. I can't stand people like that. Appreciate the gifts that God gave you. Everybody always want what somebody else got or what they ain't got. Like, appreciate what God gave you. That's my thing about it. Always crying about what you ain't got. Sound like Bobby Womack. The amount of people that can't drive is crazy. You know? But this is what they do. I wonder why when they had those babies and the guy don't be around, she ran the guy off on purpose. Because she wants to be a single mother by choice. That is a lot of women's story. And then they blame the guy. They make it hard for the guy to be there. Now everybody's saying the guy's a deadbeat, but they don't care what the guy's saying. Now you get to see on TikTok. Now you get to see on the internet. Now you get to see and live in 4K. You get to see what's really going on. It's the women. I remember somebody asked on the internet, hey man, what's all these women pregnant and single? They do that on purpose. They want to be single mothers. They want to be single. I do it all. And they don't, and I always stress this, they don't care about their kids. Because if you cared about your kids, you would want your kids to grow up in a 2-parent household, have supervision. When you got 2 parents working towards a goal, it gives them an opportunity to be on child, it gives them an opportunity for the child to have somebody to do homework with. So one of the parents can volunteer in school, check up on the teachers. So they can have both those energies and those perspective in the household. Where you don't have babies watching babies. If you truly cared about your kid, your family come first, you wouldn't be out there trying to be a single mother and 1 or 2 or 1. No, you wouldn't even do that. So a lot of y'all blaming the dude for not staying and putting up with it. What happened when she called the police and now I got a record? What happened when she trying to extort me through my kids and financial through my kids and threatening me all the time? No, ain't no man. They know what they doing. And y'all girls know what they doing. And when you hear a lot of the brothers go overseas, them women, they coons and they set. No, it ain't to the point. When somebody can give you an exact reason and it's valid why they doing it, I don't consider that cooning or selling out. They say the women are more feminine over there. They say we are trained. We are trained to put our families first. No matter what Hector and what they do, we gonna put our family first. Nothing is stronger than family. And what y'all do, guess what? Y'all get rid of the man, move away from the man, alienate the man from the household, don't have no plans to be under his leadership, divorce him if you're married, get away from him, right? Right? And then y'all have all these niggas that come in your life. In and out, in and out, in and out. Then you cry about no commitment. No, you chose the streets. You chose the streets. So that's the crazy thing about it. You chose the streets. So why, you chose the streets of your children. You don't care nothing about it. You care about nothing about your family. You sacrifice. You sacrifice. Oh, he cheated on me. That's the sacrifice. Sometimes that's the sacrifice for your children you make. And if that's the only sacrifice you got to make, hey, he probably was cheating on you beforehand. Women don't understand how terrible most women are and how much a man will sacrifice and make it work. If y'all sacrificed the way men sacrifice to make relationships work, I mean, if y'all knew what we sacrificed and how much we should have been left and how much bullshit y'all be on for real, how we really should have been left and don't fuck with y'all like that. After all the whole ass shit and all the shit y'all did by being lazy and shit, like dog, y'all would not stay. Y'all would not stay. I guarantee you it. Y'all would have been gone. I promise you. Promise you. I promise you. Y'all be ready to leave over a little bit of nothing. Y'all leave a good dude over nothing. Over nothing. This is a fucking fact. Y'all leave a solid nigga over nothing. This nigga like guacamole. I'm leaving. Y'all leave him over nothing. I'm telling you, they leave good men fast, right? When you a good dude, you stack your money, you provide, you sacrifice, you put up with her, they leave you fast. But when you ain't shit, you treat them like shit, you know what I'm saying? You dog most of these women out, you can't get rid of them. You can't get rid of them. So my mission with this channel is to show y'all proof. I'm not just talking. I'm showing you the proof and I'm giving you the life experience. I done seen this happen to dudes I know. They love to be professional victims. So when they be like, well, why people guys don't like black women? This is why. There's too many black women with this same agenda. Then black women know these women and know of these women. But then they sat as a sister code when they had these debates and they want to act like we crazy. They don't hold each other accountable. They don't hold each other accountable, bro. I'm telling you. So it don't even matter. So why would a man, like, ask yourself this, black woman, and people listen. Why would a man, when he see this going on, women get on the internet admitting this, black women get on the internet admitting this, why would he go pick a black woman? Why would he take a black woman serious? When I know if I knock her up, she is just going to do a 180 on me. And now she going to just extort me, use my child against me, put me on child support. Come on. Why do it? She don't want to be with me. She don't want to follow the structure. She don't want to be under their leadership. But then you go get somebody else that's not black, or just another woman in general, and she finally y'all succeed and now they bitter. You hear people saying, why do you get with a white woman? I remember this white lady, she's on TikTok saying how she got her black boyfriend, I think might be her husband or somebody. He didn't have nothing at the time, but I seen the potential. I seen the vision. I helped him build his vision, and now, bet. So in the real talk, when they say it's not that many eligible black men, that's bullshit. Because I'm going to tell you, more than a woman, I know what a good black man is. Men know good men. Right? Because most women, every time I ask this question, they can't even give me a definition of what a good woman is. They can't even give me a definition of what a good woman is. I ask her all the time. I never get fuck bringing what to that. What is a good woman? Most women can't give me an answer. But I know good men. And men are good judge of character of other men. Trust and believe me. It's way more good black men out here than black women. I promise you. I promise you. It ain't that many good black women. It's not that many. They look that black women are looking at, I'm gonna talk about this. They are looking at it through a financial and education. What's the point of having a degree and you still broke? What's the point of having money and you still got broken character, a broken person? You still a shitty bitch. What's the point of having it? We don't care nothing about your money. It's not gonna benefit us in the long run. Most real niggas, we break up, we're not about to take no money that ain't mine. That's how we operate. We don't do that shit. Unless you really fucked us over, niggas ain't. So your money don't matter. You just, most of these women you meet is just terrible people. They're terrible. Most women that you meet out here are terrible people. And I'm gonna prove it to you. Talk to them and watch how everybody else fought but them. Their attitude is terrible. Their resting bitch face is terrible. Their conversation is terrible. So when you meet a woman that's got a great attitude, that's optimistic, that ain't promiscuous, that's solid, that's cool, you can have a conversation, you enjoy kicking it with her. And I remember the brother Media Man said something very important. He said, how did I know my fiance was the one? He said, when my time with her was better than my alone time. When he said, well, my time with her was better than my alone time. And I second that and I stand on that. So hit the link in the description, join the free game, 89 Patreon. Follow, but other than that, thumbs up the video, share, subscribe to the channel. I didn't expect for this to be this long, but no Diddy, no Harvey Weinstein, no Kanye, no Kevin Spacey. Peace.